What's up, guys? Magic Navs here, and today I'm bringing to you part 3 of my AO Tennis 2 gameplay as Nick Kyrgios versus Dominic Thiem. And I mean, this is a pretty fast gameplay overall. Like, I feel like the next part will be the last one for this match, so it'll be kind of nice. I don't know yet, like this might be my last like tennis, like AO Tennis 2 gameplay in general, but we'll see, because if anything cool happens in tennis and if I need something tennis worthy, then I'll definitely consider jumping back on here. This is a fun game, tennis wise. I still love it and enjoy it for the most part. Still got its issues, obviously, but it's difficult to beat topspin 4. So, but what I want to talk about is that because now we got a new tennis game that's out now. It's Matchpoint Tennis Championships. Now I'm just gonna call it Matchpoint from here on out, just because I really don't like the long name of it. And it did seem to have some potential to some viewers or some people that did pick it up, but as far as what I could tell, I just wasn't too happy with some of the notes that the IGN had mentioned when they did a review on it. So I'm gonna try to address some of them here. First and foremost, in my opinion, the graphics are just shit. Like, I really hated looking at the players' faces and stuff like that, because they just looked so bad, in my opinion. Like, you look at AO Tennis 2, Nick Kyrgios looks like Nick Kyrgios in real life, and even the player customized figures that look like Federer, look like Djokovic. I think it's amazing. Like, to me, AO Tennis 2 provides so much customization that you can do to customize your own players and make all of the players from that are the rising stars and are the top players out there, right? I mean, you have a very realistic looking Federer, a very realistic looking Djokovic, a Medvedev, a Tsitsipas, who else? Zverev, like all these. I'm really happy about that. Like, you cannot ask for a better game that allows you to customize rising star players, and I do feel like by now I should be able to add like Leila Fernandez and Emma Raducanu. I feel like I gotta remember to add those two, because they're pretty awesome. They're rising stars in the female tennis world. So yeah, like, I love that about AO Tennis 2. You don't have that with Matchpoint, because there's barely even any of the top players. You do not have Rafa Nadal. You do not have Federer. You do not have Djokovic. None of them. You have Kyrgios and Medvedev as far as the best, like, top players that are in the game. You have Kei Nishikori, and I believe you have maybe one Canadian, either Ogier Aliassime or Shapovalov, perhaps, but there's not a lot in general, right? So, and there's not a lot of female tennis players either, so that kind of sucks. And there's no doubles, so there's only, like, it's only focused on singles play. And even though it's just the lack of, like, variety. Like, sure, you got singles play, but then sometimes you want to play doubles. It's just lacking, right? And then on top of that, you just can't customize like a lot of the tournaments in there. They're not licensed. You don't have an Australian Open, you don't have a French Open, you don't have US Open or Wimbledon. None of the licensed tournaments. And you can't customize your own tournaments either, like you can with AO Tennis 2. That's what's nice about AO Tennis 2 again, is that you have that ability to customize players, and you can customize to make the big tournaments and stuff like that, which I just love. I absolutely love about it. And like that's why I feel like AO Tennis 2 is the best tennis game since Topspin 4. Does it beat Topspin 4? It's quite a bit of a stretch. You can't really, if I know for a fact, if 2K were to come out with Topspin 5, then it would be everything that AO Tennis 2 has to offer, but without all the issues and glitches that it does have. I do enjoy this game. I feel like this is a very good, well-rounded tennis game, but of course, like with a lot of games, it does have its issues at some points, especially with sometimes the movement, stuff like that. Now, as far as movement, from what I've heard, Matchpoint is pretty good, and you can do some really fast hits and rallies and stuff like that. So it's not too hard to kind of pick up how to work the controls and stuff like that. But then difficulty wise, it's like not that great, I've heard. Like even at the hardest difficulty, you can beat the opponents, and it can just get really boring really quick. I find with AO Tennis 2, there's a bit of variety from the players, even though like they don't make any unforced errors, or they rarely do. That's what's like makes you have to try harder. It's like naturally you have to put more effort to try to beat them and stuff. So even though it doesn't look good on the scoreboard, at least it does kind of get you to really focus and stuff like that. I'm on the pro difficulty right now as it is, so it is fun. I am able to beat them now on this level. At times I don't always win, but that's what I like. That's how I like it. You know, I like that I can. It's actually, there is a good chance that I could lose. So, and I challenge myself to do some unique things like saber or underhand serve and like serve and volley sometimes, right? But yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, AO Tennis 2 is still the better tennis game compared to Matchpoint. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in my future videos, and until next time, peace out, guys.